The students of St. Mary's fill the halls with friendship, honor, and service to one another. Together with the faculty, they create a harmonious environment.
Hosanna, Hosanna, blessed be the rock. Hosanna, blessed be the rock of my salvation.
Located in San Francisco's Chinatown, St. Mary's Chinese Schools and Center offers high-quality education for kindergarten through the 8th grade. As a Catholic school, part of St. Mary's mission is to foster Christian values and instill a solid moral foundation. These values become part of a student's everyday life.
We are unique in that we may be a Catholic school and we're in the heart of Chinatown, but most of our children are not Catholic, and because myself as being a Paulist father, our commitment is to evangelize and to work with non-Catholics.
Creator, surrender, spirit in, spirit out.
For more than 80 years, the Paulist Fathers, Sisters of St. Joseph, faculty, and student body make up a truly unique community. A community with strong roots in Chinese and American culture, one that continues to thrive through several generations, and one that is simply known as the St. Mary's family.
It's really home. You know, since I was a young girl all the way up to my 20s, I've always had some sort of tie with St. Mary's.
Teachers like Evelyn Hall, Patricia Chan, and her daughter Courtney Chan are part of the loyal alumni who come back to St. Mary's and give back to the students.
They're really very motivated in learning most of the time. They're fun to be with, and I feel that there's a connection between them and myself because I once sat in the same desks or chairs.
I grew up, at St. Mary's myself, and I sent my daughter here, and she graduated from here too. So it's the spirit and the love and the warmth and the family atmosphere of St. Mary's that keeps me coming back.
Good, a baseball player.
When I teach them things, I can always relate back to my own experiences, and I'd say, oh, well, when I was in 4th grade in Mrs. Hall's class, or I would say, oh, when I was in 1st grade and Miss Pendleton was my principal. So it's kind of interesting and unique to talk about those experiences.
Salutations, Mrs. Ng.
Salutations, 1st grade.
The faculty takes time to be with each child and get to know them because they're dedicated and they want to see success for each child. One of the things of being a good teacher is that you try to make the unclear clear, and you do whatever it takes to make that child feel successful, because success motivates success.
Little pig, let me come in.
Michaela is doing great in kindergarten, as we thought she would do when we made the decision to put her in St. Mary's.
Not by hair, like chinny chin chin. It'll huff and it'll puff and it'll blow your house down.
We felt she would have an opportunity to excel here. We felt that the more personalized environment that St. Mary's could offer would make her more educated and just make her a better person. She started out rather shy, hard to believe, but and she interacts with other children. She's still a little bossy, but I think she's just more aware of her surroundings.
We have 2 children. Stanford graduated 3 years ago, and my daughter Amanda is in the 8th grade, and she's going to graduate this year. One of the things I really like about the school is they stress how important the education is. And that above all, keeps them motivated. I think the level and the standards are really high. The discipline is very good. They know what's expected, and they know what's right, and they're taught what's right, and they're taught, more importantly, what's wrong. And I agree with that.
I want to show my parents that I can be a caring person and being able to share my knowledge with other people and to show compassion.
If we do not really lay a good foundation in early childhood education or elementary education, that we are going to continue to see problems that we see in the United States across the board, where people dropping out of school when they get to high school.
And then when they go out to high school, I see my son, he's in a tough high school, and I think St. Mary's prepared him well to be motivated and to be organized. So he's not just studying like crazy at school. He's got sports going, he's on the swim team, and he also has a decent social life, which I'm amazed he has on top of all that.
Since the early 1920s, St. Mary's has offered Chinese language classes, first through its afternoon language school and later through the day school. There's a commitment here to preserve traditional Chinese values and integrate them naturally into the core curriculum.
It's important for our students to learn Chinese because many of them come from a Chinese American background, and when they learn Chinese in school, it instills a pride within themselves of their heritage.
Even if you're not enrolled in Chinese school, you're still learning some Chinese. So it is that you get the American education, you get the Chinese culture and language education. And if you were to continue on after day school to go to Chinese school, you get so much more out of it.
In recent years, since we have more recent immigrants, I think that class has let some of my students really shine because that might be their strength is their Chinese language because it is spoken at home. So it makes them more confident, I guess, in class because they're able to speak Chinese at least during part of the day.
I'm obviously not Chinese. I didn't come from a Chinese home. But my husband's family is Chinese. The Chinese culture is very family-oriented. It's very generation-enriched. And so I think it's important for my children to have that culture, to understand how the Chinese community works. And I think St. Mary's is good about fostering that.
目前呢係全球化係一個必然嘅趨勢。世界經濟咧係為交流，中國經濟發展，佢同美國或者其他嘅國家交貿易嘅時候咧，應該有雙語嘅直接嘅溝通，所以中文喺度係起咗非常之重要一個作用。
I really think that as Americans, we cannot always depend that other countries will learn English and all we have to do is sit back and let them do all the work. We too need to extend ourselves.
As identified by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange Educational Network, 4 key values influence the curriculum: Catholic identity, dignity, excellence, and social justice. With these values in mind, St. Mary's develops a sense of leadership and community among the students. For example, each student takes part in spirit family activities where the upper and lower grades are grouped together to form families.
So we integrate the children so they get to know each other better and build community. Most of the time they become friends, and usually the little ones look up to the 8th graders and 7th graders. And sometimes if they have problems or if they need help with something, they go to them. So they like a family.
On this day, spirit families make leis, the Hawaiian symbol for love. They are presents for the graduating 8th graders.
Each member of the family puts on a little flower and a little message for the spirit family leader who is leaving them, the 8th grader. And then they finally all sign it.
Being part of Spirit Family is cool and like very interesting because you get to meet new people in the school and you learn how to be like a leader.
And that was amazing to me because when I went to grammar school and everything, we didn't intermingle with the older kids. We didn't know the older kids unless we had a brother or sibling there. But here, the older kids knew the younger kids.
Beyond the classroom, students can participate in programs such as CYO Sports, where St. Mary's teams are true champions. The world-famous St. Mary's Chinese Girls Drum and Bell Corps, alumni dinners and reunions, the tea house designed for immigrant families, and special programs like a Chinese brush painting and calligraphy contest, which was in partnership with Self-Help for the Elderly. It brought together both young and senior artists to celebrate this traditional art form. Currently, St. Mary's is housed in a temporary location on Broadway Street in Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. Despite the converted classroom space, the teachers and staff continue to provide the many excellent resources to the students.
Right now, yeah, we're stuck in this church here, but you know, you look at it, and the teachers and the staff have done a wonderful job in making it happen.
What really amazes me is how resourceful we have been in this temporary location to maximize the space, and we still provide great programs.
Even though we moved to this site, it's still St. Mary's.
I think of the Paulist Fathers logo that we're using for our 150th anniversary this year, future brighter than any past. And I think that that's exactly what we're looking at.
The future is indeed bright as plans for the new St. Mary's, a state-of-the-art facility located on Kearney and Jackson Street, gets underway.
In terms of education, in terms of social services, we have not had for many years the ability to do more outreach to the community. Even though we have the two schools, St. Mary's Chinese Day School and St. Mary's Chinese Language School, we need to do more.
The new facility will include spacious classrooms, a science lab, a media and library center, and a multi-purpose gym and auditorium for community gatherings. With the new center, St. Mary's can expand its outreach to the community and serve new generations of families and alumni. And with outstanding alumni such as San Francisco Police Chief Heather Fong, St. Mary's contributions have proven to be exceptional and will continue to flourish in the Bay Area and beyond.
When I was growing up, it was called St. Mary's Chinese Mission. Our goal is not only to educate, but also to keep the Chinese culture and traditions alive. And I think that falls in line a lot with Catholic teachings and Christian teachings. So we try to blend all that together, not only in the school experience, but in all the other activities that go on throughout the center.
In the old days, they called it St. Mary's Social Center because everything happened at St. Mary's, and that's what we want to see in the future.
When you look at children when they are, or people when they become adults, and you ask them what has influenced them, very rarely do they say, oh, I went to this beautiful school, it was a brand new facility. They'll talk more about the teachers that took interest in them, that helped them along maybe when they were struggling, or just encouraged them.
Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray.
You know, there's a special spirit here at St. Mary's, and I don't really know where it comes from, but it's in the hearts of each one of us.
It's really an intangible thing. You just have to see it. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody gets along really well. Everybody really cares about one another.
I think I'm going to miss the most is probably being able to talk to the teachers and being able to know each and every faculty member.
All the teachers, faculty, everyone at St. Mary's is here because they care about children.
I look at St. Mary's as a satisfaction in my life. I am here to serve. I am here to work with students and parents and my colleagues.
The teachers, we all treat each other a lot with respect, and that trickles down to the students. They cue up on that, and they understand that, and so that's the spirit that pervades St. Mary's.
I will magnify the Lord, who is worthy to be praised.
For more information or to receive a school application, call or write to us.
Who is worthy to be praised. Hosanna, blessed be the rock, blessed be the rock of my salvation. Hosanna, blessed be the rock, blessed be the rock of my salvation. I will magnify the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. I will magnify the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. Hosanna, Hosanna, blessed be Hosanna, blessed be the rock. Hosanna, blessed be the rock of my salvation. Hosanna, Hosanna, blessed be the rock. Hosanna, blessed be the rock of my salvation. Hosanna, Hosanna, blessed be the rock. Hosanna, blessed be the rock of my salvation.